Really, it started watching my daughter. She inspired me the most. She was diagnosed with a learning disability in the second grade, and I fought. I fought with everything I had because I wasn't going to allow her disability to define who she is. She was not going to wear that label. I was going to work through it with her, but I knew that she was going to be okay. She helped me to realize that I put limits on myself. And I realized, once I take the limits off, then the skies really, I can go anywhere I want to be. So I prayed and asked God, I was like, you open a door for me, I'll walk through. And when this door opened, I walked through, and I've been running ever since. My name is Angela Shervington, and I'm a teacher of exceptional children. I started out as a preschool teacher in a child care facility in the Bronx. From there, I was hired as a health paraprofessional working with children with health issues, and then working with students with disabilities. I worked in some of the schools in the South Bronx, so I've always had a passion for working in high poverty, low income areas, and where the children are struggling the most. Those are the children I really desired to work with. And then kindergarten, and then I moved on into a family service specialist. I work very closely with our teachers and our children, as well as our parents. In that role, I spoke with my principal and asked if she can just find a space for me, because I noticed that our children were being suspended at a higher rate than other children across the district, so especially our boys. So she was able to find a small space for me in the library, and I just created into the recovery room. And the recovery room was a place where children can come to not only de-escalate when they're feeling frustrated in their classrooms, but to talk through it. And I would have them reflect on the behavior. We would come up with a plan of an alternate behavior. I would connect with the students and plan meetings between the students and the parents, as well as the teachers. We would all get together and we will all come up with a plan to best support the child in the learning environment. And then I noticed that the children on medication, they needed a space. So I created the breakfast club. So they would come into the room and I would have calming music, and they would play games that were very calming, puzzles, maybe a coloring page, just until the medication got into their systems, and then they were able to go back to class and have a very successful day. Back in 2014, I was employed as the family service advocate, and I walked into a 5th grade teacher's classroom, and I noticed that she had one student just copying out of a textbook. And when I asked her why, and she said, well, he doesn't want to be different. He wants to be like everyone else. He really cannot read. He cannot do any of the things that the other students are doing. So I just give him a textbook and let him copy out of it, and it makes him happy. And it dawned on me like, well, why don't you just put in the work to really help him to just attain to the task, or to get the work? Why are we just giving him a textbook to copy out of? And I noticed that she did not expect her students to do well, and none of them did. I was able to go into the curriculum, and I was able to pull out those supports and provide the accommodations within the classroom with the students, and they are soaring. They're doing such a tremendous job. Stem of the tree, awesome job. NCS has been a family. This has been my family since 2011. And like any family, you have your differences, you have your ups and downs, but we always come back together because we have a common goal, and that is to do whatever it takes for the best interest of our children.